I wanted to make this video with regards to where's the fair use. You've probably seen the videos being uploaded by big YouTubers over the past couple of weeks, like Doug Walker, Nostalgia Critic, Boogie2988, that sort of thing, regarding fair use on YouTube or the lack thereof. And I'm not going to go into what is fair use and all that business because you've probably seen their videos anyway. What I'm doing is, someone asked me if I've ever been affected by false claims. And I have, actually, as it happens. There's this one video I uploaded called The Reason Bungie Nerfed the Pocket Infinity. It was a Destiny video. And I uploaded it, and it got way more views than any of my videos. Any of them, just so orders of magnitude more views. And isn't it funny how it's the one video of mine that has all these views, and it's also one of the few that has a false claim put against it. And I'm not talking about a claim like a company saying, oh, by the way, we own this, even though it's under fair use. I'm just trying to illustrate to you guys how impactful claims can be, whether false or otherwise. I mean, I don't YouTube full-time, it's not my job, and yeah, sometimes I think, oh, that would be amazing. But then other times I think, wow, you would have to live in constant fear of companies filing false claims against you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can appeal one or two at a time, but if you've got to deal with one of these false claims every day, and it's seriously affecting your livelihood, that must be a terrifying world to live in. So sometimes I wish I was doing it full time, but other times I'm glad I've got a secure job, because there is zero job security in being a YouTuber, and that is pretty much fact, unless your name's PewDiePie. Right, so look at this. So here we have the most popular videos on my channel, and number one, The Reason Bungie Nerfed the Pocket Infinity, 41,979, and my second highest viewed is 7,667. And then 7,000, 6,000, 4,000. So there's a big difference between that one and all my others, right? So let's have a look at some analytics. Is this the right one? Yeah. This is the views over the video's lifetime. So as you can see, it started off real good, and then sort of dipped a little bit, and then it started showing up in people's suggested video feeds, and it got pretty big, and then sort of dropped again, gained a bit of popularity back, and then just sort of did the old usual petering off as videos do. Fuck knows what that spike is all about. Happened in January, I guess? Fuck knows. So there's the views, you know, nothing unusual about that. Now I'm going to show you the estimated revenue earned from that video, and see if you can spot the 2 points where there was a copyright claim put on my video. Can you spot them? This one right here is a legitimate claim, and I will get onto that in a little bit. And this one here was an entirely fraudulent claim that I fought. I went through the appeals system, and I'm going to link to a couple of videos I uploaded at the end of this one, where I'd love it if you guys watched them, just so you could see how broken the YouTube monetization system is. It was filmed and uploaded in 2013, and I go into detail of how the system is broken and just fucked and not fair. Everyone knows you can't talk to a human at YouTube, so all the odds are stacked in the favour of the person making the claim, and YouTube operates on a system of you are guilty until proven innocent, and that's wrong. If someone's making a claim, the burden of proof should be on them to prove that you don't own it, and they do. It shouldn't be a case of them going, I own this, and then all your money gets stopped until you can prove that you own it. That's just, it's wrong and backwards. But anyway, on to this one. Right, so I uploaded the video around about the 13th or so, and then it started getting quite a few views, like immediately, as you can see, straight away, and then it dipped a bit. I mean, that's still like 150 or whatever, but then it was getting, at one point, let's have a look at this, like 535 views that day, 493 views that day, and for me, that's like huge numbers, right? So, pretty much straight after I uploaded it, there was a copyright claim put in. The reason why there was a copyright claim on that video is because I used a song called Live and Learn by a band called Crush 40, and that is the main theme tune to Sonic Adventure 2. I love that piece of music, so I thought, yeah, I'll whack it in, you know. Sometimes I put in copyrighted music onto my videos, and then those videos will get a copyright notice, and the copyright holder will say, hang on, we own this track, you can't monetize your video. And I'm like, fair enough. Video's not monetized, fair enough, that's cool. However, This was fraudulent because this is the first proper fraudulent one I've had. I've had loads of legitimate copyright claims, and I got no problem with those. But this one was so fraudulent because I thought, right, okay, I know who wrote the song and who performed it. It was Crush 40. And I was fairly confident that they had the rights to it, okay? So I had a claim put forward by someone, I think his name was Ricardo Silva. No? Isn't that a footballer? I don't fucking know. Anyway, this guy put in a claim, and I thought, who the fuck's this guy? So I googled him, and turns out he's a guy that, like, some Spanish guy that does cover songs, and he once covered Live and Learn by Crush 40. And I thought, so you covered it? That doesn't mean you own the music. I mean, I don't own the music, but if Crush 40 were to come along and say, oh, that's ours, don't monetize it, I'd go, cool. But you're not Crush 40. So I'm pretty sure you don't own the rights. So I tweeted Crush 40 on Twitter, obviously, and I said, look, this guy's trying to claim the monetization on this video because of this song I used. I used one of your awesome songs. If you own the rights to it and you want to claim the video, by all means, go ahead. But I just want you to know that this guy's going around saying it's his. Is this the case? And they tweeted back to me and they said, we wrote the song, but Sega owns it, so they have the rights. This guy doesn't have the rights. Apparently this guy had the rights. He had a license to do covers, but he most definitely did not have the license to claim the original version as his own and get money from that. He did not. And they even said, thanks for bringing this to our attention. We're going to have to bring this to Sega's legal team and show them and see what they can do about it. So, of course, this video is blowing up and it's getting tens of thousands of views. And I'm like, I've never seen a video get so many views from me before. This is just madness. All the while, he's getting the money. This I can't remember his name, but he's getting the money. And I'm like, this is ridiculous, because once I found out that Crush 40 were like, hang on, he doesn't own the rights, I went, boom, appeal, right? And then YouTube throws out all this scary language at you. They're like, oh, by the way, you know, this could lead to court proceedings, so, like, proceed carefully. And I'm like, yes, I literally have written proof that this is a fraudulent claim. So I put forward an appeal. And basically what happens is when you put an appeal against a claim, the person who made the claim has 30 days to respond and defend themselves. If they don't, the claim is lifted, right? So what happened was, this guy put out a claim, or maybe some system put out a claim in his name, I don't know, and he got the money from, I mean, this was pretty quick, right? It didn't... See, I'm confused. I thought it lasted 30 days, but the timeline here doesn't seem to be accurate. But anyway, I put forward the claim. No, he put forward the claim, and I put forward an appeal saying, yeah, this guy doesn't own the rights. Not even close. And I have proof. So the time ended up running out, and the claim got lifted. But all that time where YouTube was basically doing nothing, waiting for this guy to respond, he was cashing it in on my video, right? So I'm like, what a fucking arsehole. And then you saw the second claim here. This was actually by Sega. So when they put the claim in, I was like, okay, fair enough. Yep, monetization off. I mean, not that you have a choice. When someone puts a copyright claim, the monetization gets taken off anyway. But you have options. You can remove the music from the video, see if that helps. So it's just crazy and ridiculous how Sega had zero interest in this video until this one big massive spike just before the flat plateau, I guess. This big massive spike was when that video earned $3.50 in one day, and as soon as it started making money, something went off and Sega went claim, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then I saw that the video was still getting a lot of views, and I thought, I mean, yeah, they own the rights to the song, but come on, I made the video. So what I did was, I didn't sort of appeal and say, oh, how dare you do this, because they were well within their rights, unlike the first guy. What I did was I just removed the audio. I used YouTube's option to remove the music. Not all the audio, just the music. And it took away all the music, and then their claim was lifted because the song was no longer on there. And I was like, oh, cool, great, now I can monetize it again. But wait, that first guy that put the claim in, he then came along and made a second claim. And this is what the biggest joke of it was. There was no music in it anymore. I used YouTube's own music removal software, which, by the way, fucked up the sound effects. So the video quality suffered hugely. It wasn't just a case of taking the music out. It was like taking the music out and then running the audio through a shredder. It just fucked everything up. And another claim came through from that guy. There was no music on there. And I was just... Now, this was a lot easier to appeal. I just appealed and said, watch the video. There's no music. And eventually the claim got thrown out. But again, all that time, he was getting money for my video. And that's two instances where he was getting money for my video when he shouldn't have been. Sega were getting money for a point, and that's fair enough because they own the rights, but he didn't. And this is how fucked up the situation is, because you can't contact humans at YouTube. You can go through processes and systems, and everything's run through algorithms, and no one on the outside really knows how it works, but everyone sort of has a general grasp. And everyone knows enough to know that it's fucked, right? If you watch those two videos at the end of this video that I'll link to, I'm going to link to a bunch of videos, right? I'm going to link to Doug Walker's video on Where's the Fair Use, Boogie's video on Where's the Fair Use, and those two videos I uploaded in 2013, where I proved that the YouTube monetization system is fucked. And admittedly, those videos were 2003, so maybe it's changed a little bit, but this was before I was partnered with a network. That's why I partnered with a network, so I could monetize videos. I had videos where I not only did I have the rights to monetize the videos, I could prove I had the rights to monetize the videos. So well, you can watch the videos later, I'm not going to get into it now. But the content ID system is fucked. The monetization system is fucked. The whole ecosystem is just slanted towards the person making the claim. And I can't remember who said it, but there is zero, it might have been Doug, zero repercussions for anyone putting in a false claim. Zero. That Ricardo Silva, whatever his name is, he probably does this shit all the time. He goes, oh yeah, I'm just going to put a claim in for that video, and I'm getting 30 days of your revenue. Minimum. You know, and then when it's found out that, oh, his claim was complete and utter bullshit, the only thing that happens is the claim gets removed. That's it. He doesn't face any penalty. He got paid. He got paid for stealing money from a video that I made that I should have been getting money from. And that really pissed me off at the time. That was around about late 2004, I think. And that really got my goat at the time. Like, hence I decided to appeal. I said, this is not on. I'm going to appeal this. And I went through all the scary messages of, oh, if you proceed, there could be legal repercussions. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm in the right and I can prove it. So that's why I went for it. I wouldn't have gone for it if I couldn't prove I was in the right and he was in the wrong. And I proved he was in the wrong. And he still kept that money. Like Doug Walker said, there should be like a side pot, right? So when there's a claim on a video, any money that video gains during that time period of the claim being active goes into a side pot. Rather than into their bank account or your bank account, it goes into a side pot. And then when it's all cleared up, whoever's in the right gets the money from that time. But no, the way it's set up now is whoever makes the claim gets the money, no questions asked. And it's just a broken system. And I just wanted to voice my opinion on it. I wanted to chip in with the old Where's the Fair Use hashtag and all that business. Because that just affected me. And this is nothing more than a hobby for me. Nothing more than a hobby. Imagine if it was my livelihood. And every time you upload a video that has anything in it, like footage or whatever, even if you know it's under fair use, like if you just use a few seconds and then 10 minutes of you talking about it, you know, every video you upload could just be like, boom, taken down, or boom, we're having the money from that video instead of you. Any time that could happen to anyone, no matter how big or small your channel is, and it needs to be addressed. It really does. And that's all I got to say about this. So thanks for watching.